Hello, seekers of wisdom. Welcome to Stoic Compass. In today's journey, we explore a crucial misunderstanding many people face in relationships, the assumption that when you pull away, she remains unaffected. You might think she's moved on without hesitation, that your absence is nothing more than a passing shadow in her life. But the truth, the silence weighs on her mind in ways you wouldn't believe. At first, she may put on a strong front, acting as though she's indifferent. She convinces herself she's fine, that she's in control, that she doesn't need you. But behind closed doors, in the quiet moments where distractions fade and reality settles in, things shift. She starts feeling your absence in ways she never expected. And here's the real secret. It's not just the silence itself that makes her miss you, but what follows. The way she processes the void you left behind, the emotions she battles, and the way she starts second-guessing everything. By the end of this discussion, you'll understand how to navigate this dynamic the right way, maintaining your self-respect while ensuring your absence leaves an unforgettable impact. So, let's begin. 1. She starts reaching out even when she swore she wouldn't. At first, she told herself she wouldn't text you. She swore she wouldn't cave. She repeated to herself that she didn't care and that she was perfectly fine without you. But something happens that she didn't anticipate. Your silence grows louder with time. Instead of feeling empowered by the distance, she starts questioning it. Her fingers hover over your name in her contact list. She debates whether or not to send that message. At first, she resists, trying to hold on to the illusion of control. Days pass, maybe even weeks. But silence has a way of creeping up on people, making them reconsider everything. And so, she breaks the silence, but subtly. She won't outright say, "I miss you." That would be too vulnerable. Instead, she disguises it in casual words. "Hey, I just saw something that reminded me of you." A random meme, an inside joke, or even an old picture she stumbles upon. It's an indirect way of testing the waters, a way to check if she still holds space in your mind. She may also interact with your social media in small but deliberate ways. A sudden like on an old post, a reaction to a story, a comment that feels out of place. These aren't random acts, they're emotional probes. She's trying to see if she still has a hold on you. But here's the key. If you respond too quickly, she might pull away again, reassured that she still has control over the situation. However, if you maintain your distance, keeping your responses brief or even ignoring her, that's when the true emotional turmoil begins for her. That's when she realizes she doesn't have the same influence over you anymore. And that realization, it's powerful. 2. She becomes more active on social media, but not for the reasons you think. Have you ever noticed that as soon as you go silent, she suddenly starts posting more? More selfies, more cryptic captions, more curated snapshots of her life. This isn't a coincidence. When someone misses you but doesn't want to admit it, they often turn to social media as a tool for indirect communication. She wants you to notice her without having to reach out herself. She may suddenly post. 1. The power of early mornings, how successful people start their day. There's a reason why so many of the world's most successful people, CEOs, athletes, influencers, start their day early. It's not just a random habit, it's a strategic choice that gives them a powerful edge. The early hours of the morning are quiet, undisturbed, and full of potential. When you wake up before the rest of the world, you claim those precious hours for yourself. It's a time to focus, plan, and set the tone for the day ahead. But why is this simple habit so effective? Let's break it down. Waking up early aligns you with the natural rhythms of the day. Your energy and focus are often at their peak in the morning, making it the perfect time to tackle important tasks or work on personal growth. The early hours are also free from interruptions, giving you the mental space to think clearly and act intentionally. Think about your own mornings for a moment. How often do you hit the snooze button, only to wake up feeling rushed and stressed? Now, imagine how different your day could be if you had an extra hour or two to yourself, time to exercise, meditate, journal, or simply enjoy a quiet moment with a cup of coffee. That small shift could transform your entire day from chaotic to calm, from reactive to proactive. The benefits of waking up early aren't just anecdotal, they're backed by science. Studies show that early risers tend to be more focused, productive, and mentally resilient. Morning routines have been linked to higher levels of success across various areas of life, largely because they help you start your day with intention. By taking control of your mornings, you avoid the traps of procrastination and aimlessness that can derail your progress. However, it's not just about waking up early, it's about how you use that time. Successful people don't just wake up at 5 a.m. to scroll through their phones or lie in bed. They wake up with purpose. They know exactly what they need to do to set their day on the right track. Whether it's exercising, meditating, planning their goals, or working on a passion project. The key is to use those early hours wisely, focusing on activities that energize and prepare you for the day ahead. If you're ready to start mastering your mornings, the best approach is to start small. Set your alarm just 15 minutes earlier than usual tomorrow, and use that time to do something positive, whether it's stretching, reading, or simply enjoying a moment of peace. As you get used to waking up a little earlier, you can gradually add more intentional habits to your routine. The goal isn't to overwhelm yourself, but to build a morning routine that works for you and helps you start the day with clarity, purpose, and energy. The power of waking up early goes beyond simply getting more done. It's about setting the tone for your entire day. When you start your morning with intention, you carry that sense of focus and drive with you throughout the day. Over time, you'll notice how much more productive, motivated, and in control you feel. In the end, the most successful people don't wake up early because they have to. They do it because it gives them an edge. It's their secret weapon. A way to stay ahead of the competition and stay connected to their goals. So, what's stopping you? Try waking up just a little earlier tomorrow and see how it changes your mindset. You might just discover that the early morning hours are your greatest ally in achieving success. 2. Relentless learning, the habit of continuous growth and self-education. In a constantly evolving world, one thing remains certain: those who achieve great success never stop learning. Many people believe that once they've reached a certain level, they've acquired all the knowledge they need. However, this mindset often leads to stagnation. The most accomplished individuals, whether they are entrepreneurs, athletes, or thought leaders, are dedicated to lifelong learning. They understand that success isn't a fixed point, but a continuous process of acquiring knowledge, growing, and adapting. Relentless learning means accepting that there is always something new to discover, no matter how much you already know. It's about nurturing curiosity, actively seeking out new insights, and constantly striving for improvement. This habit goes beyond taking courses or earning certifications. It's about adopting a mindset that values knowledge and personal growth at every stage of life. Consider some of the world's most successful figures: Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates. What do they all have in common? They prioritize learning. Warren Buffett reportedly spends hours each day reading, absorbing as much information as possible. Elon Musk, despite not having a formal background in aerospace engineering, taught himself the subject and went on to lead revolutionary advancements in space travel. Bill Gates is known for his insatiable reading habits, exploring topics ranging from technology to history, continuously expanding his understanding of the world. He has even launched initiatives to promote education and lifelong learning worldwide. The key takeaway is that truly successful individuals don't just invest in their careers or businesses, they invest in expanding their minds. They recognize that knowledge is the foundation of achievement. Whether through books, podcasts, seminars, or mentorship, they dedicate time to learning. They seek fresh perspectives, challenge their own beliefs, and refine their skills to stay ahead in an ever-changing world. The best part: you don't need to be wealthy or famous to embrace this habit. You can start today by making learning a part of your daily routine.
Set aside time to read, whether it's books, articles, or insightful blogs.
If reading isn't your preferred method, listen to educational podcasts or audiobooks during your commute or while doing everyday tasks. Surround yourself with resources that introduce new ideas and encourage you to think differently. But learning isn't just about acquiring information, it's about applying it. Knowledge without action is like a seed that's never planted. It won't grow. To truly benefit from what you learn, you must put it into practice. Whether it's developing a new skill, shifting your mindset, or implementing strategies from successful individuals, the key is to take action. Consistency is at the heart of relentless learning. It's about committing to continuous education, regardless of where you are in life. The best part is that learning doesn't have to be formal or structured. It thrives on curiosity and a passion for self-improvement. As you embrace this approach, you'll find yourself becoming more adaptable, more capable, and better prepared for new challenges. So, ask yourself, what can I learn today that will help me grow tomorrow? It could be a small insight, a new habit, or a fresh perspective. The important thing is to keep moving forward, because when you stop learning, you stop progressing. And progress is the foundation of lasting success. 3. The power of focus, cutting through distractions to unlock productivity. In a world overflowing with distractions, constant notifications, social media, emails, and the relentless pressure to multitask, it's easy to feel like you're doing a lot, but accomplishing very little. You jump from task to task, trying to keep up with everything, only to end the day wondering, did I actually get anything done? This is the struggle most of us face. We're so overwhelmed by the noise that we lose sight of what truly matters. The most successful people, however, have mastered the power of focus. They understand that productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things and giving them your undivided attention. In today's fast-paced world, the ability to concentrate on one task at a time without being pulled in a dozen directions is nothing short of a superpower. But let's be clear, focus doesn't come naturally. It's a habit that must be cultivated. It's about training your mind to tune out distractions and channel all your energy into the task at hand. And in a world that constantly pulls us in different directions, this can be one of the most challenging yet transformative habits to develop. Think about your own habits for a moment. How often do you check your phone during a meeting, respond to emails while working on something else, or get sidetracked by random thoughts? It's no wonder productivity feels like an uphill battle. Research shows that multitasking actually reduces efficiency and makes us less productive overall. The most successful people know this, which is why they intentionally eliminate distractions. They create environments that foster focus, whether it's turning off notifications, using apps to block distracting sites, or setting aside dedicated blocks of time for their most important tasks. They treat their attention like the precious resource it is. Now, consider how much time you spend on activities that don't contribute to your goals, endlessly scrolling through social media, watching TV shows that add little value, or checking your email every 5 minutes. Imagine what you could achieve if you redirected that time toward focusing on what truly matters: your work, your personal growth, and your passions. The difference is staggering. To start mastering focus, try this simple exercise. The next time you sit down to work on something important, eliminate all distractions. Put your phone in another room, close unnecessary tabs on your computer, and give your task your full attention for at least 30 minutes. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish when you focus on one thing at a time. Your environment also plays a crucial role. If you're constantly surrounded by distractions, whether it's noise, clutter, or interruptions, your ability to focus will suffer. Create a workspace that supports concentration. A clean, quiet environment can work wonders for your productivity. But focus isn't just about working in isolation. It's also about saying no to things that don't align with your goals. Successful people understand that their time is limited and they guard it fiercely. If a task, meeting, or project doesn't move them closer to their objectives, they don't waste time on it. Focus means prioritizing what matters and letting go of the rest. At its core, the key to success isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, but doing it with laser-like focus. By eliminating distractions and zeroing in on your most important tasks, you'll not only boost your productivity, but also gain clarity, reduce stress, and feel more fulfilled at the end of the day. Focus isn't just a productivity hack. It's a mindset, and it's one that can change everything. 4. Strategic networking, building relationships that fuel success. When most people think of networking, they picture crowded rooms, quick exchanges of business cards, and uncomfortable small talk. But the most successful individuals understand that true networking goes far beyond this. It's not about collecting names or growing a massive contact list. It's about creating meaningful, authentic relationships that support your growth, success, and overall well-being. Strategic networking is about quality, not quantity, building connections that are built on trust, mutual respect, and shared goals. Networking isn't a one-sided pursuit. It's not just about asking for favors or leveraging people for personal gain. It's about forming a community of individuals who share similar values, vision, and goals. These are the people who will offer genuine advice, open doors, provide opportunities, and, perhaps most importantly, challenge you to be better. True success isn't solely about who you know, it's about the depth and authenticity of the relationships you nurture. The key to effective networking lies in understanding that the strength of your relationships is more important than the sheer number of contacts you have. 1,000 LinkedIn connections mean little if they aren't built on trust and mutual benefit. The real question to ask is, can I turn to these people for advice? Do they genuinely care about my success as I care about theirs? When you think about the relationships that have shaped your life, were they built on casual surface-level interactions, or were they grounded in meaningful, long-lasting connections? Successful people know that true opportunities don't just come by chance. They come when you've invested time and effort into cultivating genuine relationships. Networking isn't about collecting people for the sake of knowing someone. It's about creating deep, lasting bonds that transcend superficial encounters. Focus on how you can add value to others, whether through advice, making introductions, or just offering a listening ear. Networking is a two-way street, and the most successful people understand this dynamic. To build a network that actually drives success, think about how you can contribute to the lives of those around you. What value can you offer others? This doesn't mean giving away everything for free. It means showing a sincere interest in helping others grow. When you support others, they're naturally inclined to support you in return. When you give without expecting something in return, you foster a genuine network that becomes a foundation for your success. Another key to strategic networking is developing relationships with mentors and individuals who have already walked the path you're on. These are the people who can provide wisdom, experience, and guidance, helping you avoid common pitfalls and navigate the road ahead. But mentorship isn't a one-way street. It's not just about finding someone who can help you. It's about being around people who challenge and hold you accountable, people who expect more from you than you expect from yourself. Real growth comes when you are pushed outside your comfort zone, and this is what the right mentors and peers can offer. So, how do you begin building a network that fuels your success? Start by being intentional. Don't wait for opportunities to come knocking, create them. Attend events, join communities, reach out to individuals whose work you admire, and offer your help. Even when there's no immediate return, offer to support others in meaningful ways. Nurture genuine relationships and seek connections that align with your long-term goals, not just short-term gains. Equally important is maintaining and nurturing the relationships you already have. Check in with old friends, colleagues, or mentors. Offer assistance when you can and stay connected. Networking is a continuous process, not a one-time event. The relationships you build today will shape the opportunities of tomorrow, so take care to cultivate them over time. Remember, your network is more than just a group of people, it's your net worth. The relationships you form and nurture today are the ones that will provide the opportunities, support, and connections you need to reach your highest potential. So, start today by investing in strategic networking. Do it with the mindset of offering value to others, and in return, you'll find that your network will help elevate your success. After all, the strongest networks are built on trust, shared values, and a commitment to mutual growth. So prioritize quality over quantity and build relationships that will fuel your journey to success. 5. Financial discipline, how the wealthy manage and multiply their money. When we think of wealth, the first images that often come to mind are flashy cars, sprawling mansions, and exotic vacations. But the truth is, real wealth isn't about how much you spend, it's about how you manage and grow what you have. Financial discipline is at the core of success for the world's wealthiest individuals, and it's a mindset that's built on strategic, intentional choices, not on indulgence or reckless spending. In a world that promotes instant gratification, it's easy to fall into the trap of spending impulsively on the latest trends or lavish luxuries. But the wealthiest individuals understand that true financial success isn't built by spending, it's built through saving, investing, and making thoughtful decisions about where and how you allocate your resources. Wealthy people don't just focus on what they spend, they focus on how they make their money work for them. One of the key habits that set financially disciplined individuals apart is their ability to delay gratification. They understand that wealth isn't about having everything today, but about making sacrifices in the short term to secure long-term gains. Instead of chasing instant rewards, they invest their money wisely, building a foundation for future growth. Take Warren Buffett, for example. Despite being one of the richest individuals on the planet, he's known for his frugal lifestyle. He avoids unnecessary luxuries, focusing instead on long-term investments that will provide lasting value. His strategy is clear: build wealth slowly and consistently, one smart decision at a time. The first step in financial discipline is learning to differentiate between needs and wants. Many people fall into the trap of thinking they need everything they desire: a bigger house, the latest gadget, or an expensive vacation. Wealthy individuals, however, make conscious decisions to separate wants from needs. They prioritize the things that truly matter, avoiding unnecessary expenses that would detract from their financial goals. By focusing on the essentials, they preserve their resources for growth. Another powerful habit among the wealthy is diversification. They don't put all their eggs in one basket. Instead, they spread their investments across various asset classes: stocks, real estate, businesses, and more. This not only helps to minimize risk, but also maximizes the potential for long-term financial growth. Financial discipline means being strategic about how and where your money is invested, ensuring that your resources are working in multiple ways to create long-term stability. You don't need millions to practice financial discipline. It's a mindset that anyone can adopt, no matter where you are in your financial journey. The first step is to get intentional about your finances. Start by tracking your spending, setting a budget, and identifying areas where you can cut back. Even if it's just a small amount at first, start saving and investing. With time, you'll build the habits that wealthy individuals use to accumulate their fortunes. They don't get rich overnight. They do it through consistent, disciplined actions over many years. Financial education is also a critical element of building financial discipline. The most successful individuals are lifelong learners when it comes to money. They're constantly educating themselves about different investment strategies, personal finance, and wealth management, whether it's through books, seminars, or consultations with financial advisors. The more knowledge you have, the more empowered you'll be to make smart financial decisions that align with your long-term goals. So where do you start? Begin by setting clear, specific financial goals. Track your income and expenses. Create a budget that aligns with your goals, and prioritize saving and investing even if the amounts are small at first. Focus on the long term and don't get discouraged by the need for patience. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Over time, disciplined decisions will pay off. At its core, financial discipline isn't just about managing money, it's about shaping your mindset for success. It's about making intentional choices today that will lead to a prosperous tomorrow. The wealthiest individuals have mastered this principle. By building small, disciplined habits and staying focused on long-term growth, you too can create financial stability and success in your life, one decision at a time. 6. Turning setbacks into stepping stones, mastering resilience and adaptability. Success is hardly ever a straight path. We all face setbacks, obstacles, and moments when progress feels impossible. It's easy to let these challenges slow you down or even make you question if success is still within reach. But here's the truth: failure is inevitable, and the most successful people aren't those who avoid setbacks. They're the ones who turn them into opportunities for growth. Resilience and adaptability are the keys to transforming obstacles into stepping stones. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, understood that setbacks are a natural part of life. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset is the foundation of resilience, seeing obstacles not as things that stop us, but as things that allow us to move forward in a different, stronger way. Resilience is the ability to keep going when things get tough, to bounce back from failure, and to refuse to let setbacks define your journey. Adaptability, on the other hand, is the ability to adjust to change, to pivot when things don't go as planned, and to find new solutions when old ones aren't working. Together, these two traits are indispensable for long-term success. We've all faced moments where things didn't go as expected. Maybe you failed at something you worked hard for, or had circumstances completely out of your control disrupt your progress. It's natural to feel disheartened in these moments, but here's where the difference lies. The most successful people don't let failure defeat them. Instead, they use it as fuel to drive them forward. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb, but when asked about his failures, he said, "I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's resilience and adaptability were pivotal. He didn't let fear define him. He used each setback as a lesson, constantly adjusting his approach until he succeeded. His mindset was built on seeing failure as an opportunity to learn, not a reason to quit. This approach is crucial. Failure doesn't define you. It's your response to it that makes the difference. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. So, do you use failure as an excuse to give up, or do you use it as an opportunity to rise stronger? How you choose to respond will determine whether or not you move forward. Adaptability is equally crucial. The world around us is constantly changing, and what worked yesterday may not work today. To stay ahead of the curve, you must be able to adjust, learn new skills, and pivot your strategies when needed. Think about companies like Apple and Amazon. They didn't just stick to one plan, they adapted, evolved, and innovated to stay relevant. Adaptability isn't just about reacting to change, it's about proactively seeking out new ways to move forward. The Stoics teach us that we cannot control external events, only our response to them. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This reminds us that setbacks, though painful, are often not as overwhelming as we initially perceive. Our ability to adapt to what we can control, our thoughts and actions, becomes our greatest strength. When we embrace change rather than resist it, we tap into our inner power. So how can you cultivate resilience and adaptability in your life? Start by recognizing that setbacks aren't signs of failure, but rather natural parts of the process. When faced with an obstacle, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I adjust my approach moving forward? This shift in perspective turns setbacks into stepping stones. Marcus Aurelius also reminds us, the obstacle is the way. Another critical aspect of building resilience is developing a growth mindset. When you approach challenges with the belief that you can learn from every experience, you automatically set yourself up for success. Epictetus teaches, difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Setbacks are not permanent, and by adjusting your mindset, you can turn challenges into opportunities for growth. 7. How daily reflection fuels success, the power of self-awareness. In the rush of our busy lives, it's easy to get lost in the grind. We chase deadlines, juggle tasks, and race toward the next goal without ever stopping to ask, why am I doing this? It's a common trap. But one habit that successful people swear by and most of us overlook is daily reflection. At its core, reflection is simply a pause, a moment to step back, look at your day and ask yourself, what went well? What didn't? What could I do better tomorrow? In just 10-15 minutes a day, this simple practice can profoundly impact your personal and professional growth. Self-awareness is the foundation of success. Without it, you're merely reacting to life, going through the motions. When you take time to reflect, you begin to see your behavior and thoughts from a clearer perspective. You start to recognize your strengths, acknowledge weaknesses, and identify patterns that either push you forward or hold you back. This self-awareness allows you to make intentional decisions that align with your long-term goals, something that's crucial for long-term success. The most successful people don't wait until the end of the week, month, or year to assess their progress. They take time daily to evaluate their actions. By doing so, they stay aligned with their goals, adjust when needed, and keep improving. Daily reflection is like a constant course correction, ensuring that even when things don't go as planned, they're still moving in the right direction. So, how do you start? It doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out process. You don't need hours of reflection. Just a few minutes each evening can work wonders. Whether you journal, meditate, or simply sit quietly, take time to answer some key questions. What did I accomplish today? What could I have done better? Did I get closer to my goals today? How did I handle challenges or setbacks? These questions help you take an honest look at your day, creating clarity. You'll uncover both successes and areas for improvement, and that's the beauty of this practice. It's not about judging yourself. It's about recognizing where you excel and where you can grow. Take this example. Let's say you had a tough day at work and didn't meet your target. Rather than brushing it off or getting discouraged, use your reflection time to explore why you didn't meet that goal. Did you mismanage your time? Were there distractions? What could you have done differently? Understanding the reasons behind your actions allows you to adjust and improve for tomorrow. Gratitude and mindfulness are also powerful byproducts of daily reflection. By focusing on what went well, no matter how small, you foster a sense of appreciation. This gratitude helps boost your confidence and keeps you motivated. It's about shifting your mindset to see the positives rather than dwelling only on what went wrong. Even Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, practiced this type of reflection. In his journals, he often asked himself, "How can I live a more virtuous life?" This daily introspection kept him grounded, allowing him to improve as a person and a leader. His reflections were not just a review of the day, they were also a way to plan and align his actions with his greater purpose. But daily reflection isn't just about looking back, it's about looking forward. After evaluating your day, ask yourself, what can I do tomorrow to move closer to my goals? This forward-thinking approach turns reflection into a tool for growth. You begin to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to learn, evolve, and adjust your approach. If you want to integrate reflection into your life, start small. Dedicate just a few minutes each evening. The more consistent you are, the more natural it will become. And over time, you'll notice the results: improved decision-making, heightened self-awareness, and a clearer path to your goals. Reflection is the secret weapon that successful people use to stay aligned with their values, correct course when needed, and continuously grow. By making it a part of your daily routine, you'll unlock a deeper level of clarity, which is essential for sustained success. 8. Prioritizing health, the unbreakable habit of high achievers. In the relentless chase for success, one essential factor is often overlooked: our health. We become so immersed in our ambitions, careers, and personal goals that we push our bodies to the brink, neglecting the very foundation that sustains us. However, no amount of wealth, achievement, or recognition is worth compromising our well-being. The world's most accomplished individuals, whether in business, sports, or personal growth, know that taking care of their health isn't a choice, it's a necessity. Without physical and mental well-being, all the productivity, creativity, and financial success in the world mean very little. That's why top performers treat their health as a non-negotiable priority. Why is maintaining good health so essential to success? The answer is simple. When your body is in optimal condition, your mind functions at its best. You have more energy, heightened focus, and the endurance needed to overcome challenges. Your body is the vessel that carries you through every decision, meeting, and responsibility. Ignoring it only limits your potential. Successful people recognize this, which is why they dedicate time and effort to staying in peak shape, whether through regular workouts, quality sleep, or nourishing food choices. Consider Richard Branson, the billionaire founder of the Virgin Group. Despite his demanding schedule, Branson makes health a top priority. He starts his mornings with exercise, engaging in activities like kite surfing, running, or cycling. He credits his active lifestyle for maintaining his sharpness, stamina, and ability to manage his business empire. Branson firmly believes that a strong body leads to a strong mind, which, in turn, leads to a thriving career. His dedication to health has allowed him to sustain high levels of performance over the years. However, health isn't just about physical fitness. The most successful people understand that mental and emotional well-being are equally important. Managing stress through mindfulness, meditation, or time in nature is just as vital as a good diet or regular exercise. They also recognize the need to rest and recharge. High achievers don't just push themselves, They also know when to step back and recover. They understand that while ambition is important, so is balance, personal well-being, and time for self-care. If you want to make your health a priority, start by evaluating how much time you dedicate daily to your physical and mental well-being. Do you set aside time for movement, nutritious meals, and sufficient rest? Many high performers begin their mornings with exercise, not just to stay fit, but to enhance mental clarity and productivity. If you don't already incorporate movement into your routine, start small. Even 20 to 30 minutes of daily activity can significantly boost your focus, energy, and resilience. Your diet also plays a crucial role. The food you consume doesn't just affect your body, it impacts your mental sharpness as well. Diets high in sugar and processed ingredients can lead to sluggishness, mood swings, and reduced efficiency. On the other hand, eating whole, nutrient-rich foods provides consistent energy, sharpens concentration, and improves overall health. Making small yet consistent improvements to your diet can yield lasting benefits. Sleep is another critical factor that cannot be ignored. Many people believe they can sacrifice rest to squeeze in more work, but science proves otherwise. Sleep deprivation weakens cognitive function, heightens stress levels, and impairs decision-making abilities. The most successful individuals don't view sleep as an afterthought, they see it as a priority. Getting 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep each night allows the body and mind to recharge, ensuring optimal performance the following day. Mental health is just as crucial. Taking time to relax, reset, and manage stress is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Successful people practice mindfulness, self-reflection, and activities that help them stay focused and emotionally balanced. Achieving great things isn't just about external accomplishments, it's about sustaining internal stability and well-being. Prioritizing health isn't a one-time effort, it's a daily habit. It's an investment in yourself, ensuring that you can perform at your highest level, not just for your goals, but for the people around you. Health isn't something to postpone. It's something that requires consistent effort and care. If you are serious about success, start treating your well-being as essential. Establish a regular exercise routine. Fuel your body with nourishing foods. Get enough rest and take care of your mental health. True success isn't just about what you achieve. It's about having the energy, clarity, and resilience to enjoy and sustain it for the long run. 9. Thinking long-term, why true wealth is built over decades. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, long-term thinking is a rare but powerful skill. Many people focus on immediate rewards, quick profits, fast results, and short-term wins. But the wealthiest and most successful individuals take a completely different approach. They don't just plan for next year, they think in decades. Every decision they make today is carefully designed to shape the future they envision. Success isn't about quick fixes or overnight wealth. It's about patience, strategy, and the discipline to delay gratification. Those who build lasting success understand that real achievements require time, consistency, and the willingness to make sacrifices now for a greater reward later. The power of delayed gratification. The ability to resist immediate rewards in favor of long-term gains is what separates those who thrive from those who struggle. True success, whether in wealth, business, or personal growth, demands a commitment to the future. It requires resisting distractions, ignoring fleeting trends, and staying focused on the bigger picture. Take Warren Buffett, for example. His fortune wasn't built on quick trades or risky investments. Instead, he followed a simple yet profound philosophy. Someone sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Buffett's strategy has always been about investing in companies with strong foundations and holding on to them for decades. His patience and foresight have made him one of the richest men in history. The danger of short-term thinking. Many people get trapped in the cycle of chasing quick wins, jumping from one opportunity to the next, always searching for the next big thing. This mindset creates constant movement but little real progress. Instead of building something meaningful, short-term thinkers often find themselves stuck in a pattern of temporary successes and long-term instability. Short-term thinking leads to burnout, scattered efforts, and poor decision-making. It makes people vulnerable to impulsive choices and emotional reactions. Without a clear long-term vision, they struggle to build something that lasts. Long-term vision in action. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, is another example of someone who played the long game. In the 1990s, he started Amazon as a simple online bookstore, but his vision extended far beyond that. Instead of seeking immediate profits, he reinvested earnings into the company's growth, building infrastructure and expanding into new markets. Many doubted him in the early years, but today, Amazon is one of the most valuable companies in the world, all because Bezos was willing to think long-term and make strategic sacrifices. How to develop a long-term mindset. If you want to create lasting success in any area of life, you need to shift your perspective. Here's how. Define your big picture goals. What do you want your life to look like in 10, 20, or 30 years? Your decisions today should align with the future you want to create. Without a clear vision, it's easy to get lost in short-term distractions. Make consistent, strategic moves. Success isn't built in a day, it's built through small, deliberate actions, repeated over time. Instead of looking for shortcuts, focus on steady, strategic progress that compounds over years. Embrace patience and discipline. Great things take time. Whether you're growing wealth, mastering a skill, or building a business, expect slow progress at first. The key is to stay consistent and trust the process. Stay flexible but committed. Life will throw unexpected challenges your way. The most successful people know how to adapt their strategies without abandoning their long-term vision. Stay committed to your ultimate goal, but be willing to adjust your approach when necessary. The legacy of long-term thinking. The people who build true wealth and success don't rush the process. They understand that patience, discipline, and strategic decision-making are the real keys to lasting achievement. Instead of asking, "What can I gain today?" start asking, "What can I build for the future?" The sooner you shift your mindset, the sooner you'll start making decisions that serve your future self. The choice is yours. Will you chase quick wins, or will you invest in something that stands the test of time? 10. The power of giving, how generosity creates lasting influence. Success is often measured by how much we accumulate wealth, status, recognition. But the truth is, the most influential people aren't those who take the most. They're the ones who give the most. True impact isn't about personal gain, it's about what you contribute to the world around you. Giving back isn't just about charity or philanthropy. It's about creating meaningful change, whether in your community, your industry, or in the lives of those around you. The most successful people understand that their influence doesn't come from hoarding resources, but from sharing knowledge, offering support, and investing in the growth of others. Why giving back is a game changer. Generosity creates a ripple effect. Every time you help someone, whether through mentorship, financial support, or simply offering guidance, you set in motion a cycle of positive impact. What you give often comes back to you in unexpected and invaluable ways. Stronger relationships, trust, and a legacy that extends far beyond material wealth. Take Richard Branson, for example. The billionaire founder of Virgin Group has dedicated much of his success to philanthropy, using his influence to address global issues like climate change, health crises, and space exploration through Virgin Unite. For Branson, true success isn't just about building businesses, it's about making the world better. His commitment to giving back has solidified his legacy, proving that influence isn't about what you take, but what you leave behind. Giving doesn't have to be grand. You don't need millions of dollars to make an impact. True generosity isn't about writing big checks. It's about sharing what you can where you can. It could be as simple as mentoring someone in your field, supporting a local cause, or offering a helping hand to a friend in need. The key is shifting your mindset from "what can I gain?" to "what can I give?" When you focus on contribution rather than accumulation, you build deep connections and lasting influence. The fulfillment factor. Why giving feels better than receiving. One of the most overlooked benefits of generosity is the fulfillment it brings. Success isn't just about achieving personal goals. It's about using your achievements to elevate others. The act of giving creates a sense of purpose that fuels personal growth and motivation. The more you give, the more you realize that life's greatest rewards come from impact, not income. Finding balance in generosity. Giving back doesn't mean sacrificing yourself. The most successful people understand that generosity comes from abundance, not obligation. It's about giving from a place of strength, not depleting yourself, but making a difference in a way that aligns with your own well-being. How to start giving back today. Mentor someone in your field and share your knowledge. Support a local cause with your time or skills. Offer a helping hand to a colleague or friend in need. Practice daily kindness. A simple word of encouragement can create a lasting impact. Generosity doesn't have to be grand, it just has to be consistent. Every small act of giving creates waves of change far beyond what you can see, building a legacy that outlasts you. The greatest influencers don't just accumulate wealth or personal milestones, they leave behind something bigger than themselves. When you give back, you're not just shaping your own future, you're shaping the future of those around you. At the end of the day, true success isn't measured by what you have, but by the impact you create. So ask yourself, how will you be remembered?